Hi, and welcome to MTC. I am so excited that you've decided to take the first step in taking this course. This course is called How to Get into the Music Industry with No Experience. So I'm going to take you through from the very first step all the way through to what you need to know to how to run your own label. So you've decided that you want to make music and spend your whole life touring or singing or being in a band or just being a musician in any sense or form. You don't want to do a 9 to 5 anymore. So how do you make that dream a reality? Well, the first thing you need to know is what is your talent, because you do need a talent. It's not just about talent though. It's also about discipline and drive and being able to pay attention to the details and doing a lot of the stuff that you might not want to do. A lot of your time is spent promoting, creating content, and doing all the things that make your business grow, when really, most of the time, we just want to make music. So you have to decide, do you want to make music as a hobby for yourself in the evenings after work and not worry about the business side of it? Or do you really want to give this a go and actually make a career from it and make a living so that you don't have to do a 9 to 5? But I can tell you this, either way, you're going to work really hard. Even if you do work for yourself, you end up putting in more hours than you would at a regular job because it's your business. So don't think that being a musician is easy in the sense that you get to do nothing. Once you've reached a certain level, sure, you can employ a whole army to do everything for you, but even the biggest stars started somewhere. So finding your talent is the first step. Maybe you're a really good social person, which means you could be really good at social media and your talent is more in the entertainment side of things in the business world. The music world always needs agents, managers, publishers, licensors, etc. And if you want to know how all of that works, all of that information is in this course for you. So let's say you're a musician who wants to become a producer, or maybe you're a singer, or maybe you have engineering chops, or you're a really good programmer. All of these are gifts and talents that you have and will help you break into the music industry. But you still have to understand how the music industry works, how songwriting shares work, how you get paid in any of these fields. So deciding what genre of music you're into is really important, whether you're a pop artist or an electronic artist. And in my next tutorial, I cover exactly how to do that. But for now, let's assume you know what music you want to make. The question to ask yourself is, do I see myself performing this music for a long time on the road? Is this where I feel like I'm at? Now, your musical journey might change as you go through twists and turns and find out what style really suits you, and that's completely normal. You're not just going to suddenly know everything you want to do and it be there solid in front of you. It might take a few years for that to happen. It might take a month. It might take a week. Everybody is different. So definitely explore every genre and start experimenting vocally with it, singing to it, and seeing what really flicks your switch. Once you know what it is you want to make or produce or sing, how do you actually get started? Well, this again depends on your budget. There's the easy way where you've got a lot of money and you can hire engineers to do what you want for you to really get your vision out there. But it's been my experience, when you're a novice and you don't really know what you want, it tends to end up being more the engineer's vision than yours. However, when you're not a novice, and in a sense you can walk into a room and produce what you want, in other words, translate your vision to an engineer or a programmer, hiring reputable engineers or programmers can be very, very, very beneficial to you. So how do you find these reputable engineers and producers? Well, pretty much every artist has a website, and you can definitely go to their website and find out who they're collaborating with. Finding out and doing Google searches on the top EDM producers in the world, or the top EDM engineers in the world, or the top programmers in your country, in your town, wherever you live, is not going to be hard for you. Understanding what genre of music you want to make is really important, and here's why. You don't want to go to an engineer and say, well, I just want to make something really dramatic or something really dark. You need to be specific and say, for example, well, I'm looking to make house music. I want it to be deep house. I want it to be this BPM, beats per minute. And here's a couple of reference tracks that I'm really into, and this is my goal. So that they get a complete understanding of what your vision is and where you're trying to get to. So learn to be specific. Let's talk about if you're on a budget rather than spending money on programmers and producers and engineers. Maybe you prefer the hands-on approach. Maybe you're sick and tired of waking up at 4 a.m. with a great idea and not knowing how to get that out onto your computer. What's in your head? That's frustrating. Or you just don't have the money to hire a studio. Don't you just wish you could just get on there and just do everything that's in your head right now and get it out? Well, you can. It's really not that difficult. I have a full Ableton course available that teaches you from beginning to end, to super novice to super advanced, on how to learn how to produce yourself. We're here to help you take your vision from the very first day you had it all the way through to the advanced finished product that's label ready to present to the world. So what do you need to get started? Well, if you're an artist getting started, the first thing you need is content. You need your music. Secondly, you'll need a website. You'll also need to set up all your social media pages, and you'll also need artwork that represents your vision. Then when you're ready to release your music, you have to figure out the next steps. And I cover that in my next tutorial, how to get started in the music business. For example, we talk about how to send a demo, how to approach labels, which labels to pick. Here's a list of things that you'll need once you're ready to release your music. If you're going to self-release, you're going to need to know everything there is to know about distribution. And we cover all of that in the label course. But if you're just looking to get started in the music industry and you really have no idea where to start, this tutorial is the right place for you. Let me show you how to break into the music industry. Let's get started.